Alright, how about that? That should do it. That is awful. My computer restarted, and apparently every single setting on my entire computer has been wrong. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, everyone. Next time, just put it right in chat there. If there's anything ever wrong, yeah, just put it right in chat, because I don't keep Discord pulled up. Alright, so strength training here. I was talking about it. Give a friendly creature +1 power. Normally, I like to use this card and like play it from hand, so that way I can play behind my opponents. That's just my play style. I like to react to whatever they do. But in playing it round 1 as a support, that's going to be essentially 4 power over the course of the game, as opposed to the 2. So Glaciafly will get a little bit more power overall. But my favorite might support to play in round 1 is the Sylph Amulet. You may move a friendly creature to an adjacent field. It can be ally or familiar, so really powerful movement ability, especially because of the fields that we have in play here. We've got Haunted Glade. Before scoring this field, KO the lowest power creature here. So you might not want to be keeping stuff stuck there, right? And then 2 or less cost ally cards cannot be played in this field. So, because of that, they're not going to be able to get their creatures, their 2 cost or less creatures over there in that round 1. So, seeing the Chrism go down there, I understand. Because you're not going to be able to score it otherwise. Alright, so player of initiative switches a field in play with a reserve field, then no field is inactive. Wow, that is wild. Okay, so right off the bat, Crag is out, and now we have High Wind Fall. During the scoring phase, the creature with the highest power here has +3 power, which is really powerful for Chrism here. So Chrism is going to be an 11 during scoring because it has the highest power. So we did see the odd. So discard 1 card from hand, then draw 1 from the Roost. We see a reset spell getting ditched by JJ. Interesting ditching a reset spell. Reset up to 4 different creatures in that field. Knowing your opponent is playing like might power-up cards, like because they're running Glaciafly, you know they're running those beefy plus cards. Very interesting to get rid of. So I wonder what his hand is. Alright, we see first play of the game here, Moonlight Aura. So speed, shuffle 2 special attack tokens into your deck, then draw a card. Very powerful card to... Oh my gosh, 2 of them! Another one. Wow, what a start. Very powerful. Man, how do you follow that up? That's a lot of speed. It's already 2 cards played from hand that they have cycled back with new cards, so fresh draws can also like change your plays, you know, depending on what you draw into. So having to rethink your overall strategy here on the fly. And then Pakera being ditched by Samuel there. Oh, a Pengost here. So another speed and another shuffle 2 special attack tokens into your deck. So there is 6 special attack tokens potentially in that deck if he hasn't drawn 1 already. And I don't know if we'll be seeing the KO effect here. Maybe from the Glade at some point, but play 1 mirror image token in the field Pengost was in. And remember, no field is inactive this round. So there's a lot going on here. Remember, the Glaciaflies, their power goes to adjacent fields. So right now, JJ has both these fields. Oh, interesting. So he's going for the Pengost here. He's wild. So he's going to give +2 power to a familiar. And then KO an ally in their field with equal or less power. So there's not going to be any allies there, but he's going to give an additional power to the Glaciafly. So 2 from the Bounce Orb, And then 1 from the strength training here. So he is powering up his Glaciofly. He has the tools. Alright, so how will he follow this up? So he has already played 4 cards before Samuel has played a single card this game. That's a pretty impressive feat, I would say. And the Pengoth's back in hand, so he's going to be able to get 2 more special attack tokens into his deck. Okay, Enchanted Draft here, so he's going to take the top 3 cards off the deck. Oh, special attacks. Oof, nothing. An absolute whiff. Although those pretty like good hits there, that necklace is pretty good. But yeah, so for each ally he gets +1 power, and then for each support gets +1 VP. Okay, so it sounds like he is passed. So he has to play a single ally to the center field, and he will win both these fields. A single ally, doesn't matter what it is, just play it to the center field, and you'll win. Well, it seems like we crashed out there for a second. Sorry about that. So yeah, any ally right there in that field too. Not sure what's he hesitating? Does he even have a 1 cost in hand? Maybe he doesn't want to waste it. Like if it's a Terra Chick, doesn't want to waste that block. But I think it'd be worth it. 4 VP, absolutely, it's worth playing it right now. A lot of hesitation. I feel like this is a windmill slam at this point, right? I guess the Glaciofly is going to be putting his power there, so maybe that's what he's hesitating on. So maybe he's debating flipping and moving something. I mean, yeah, so you use your Sylph Amulet to move your Glaciofly over, and then play whatever your... You would need to be at least 3 power to tie it. If he had... Man, that Enchanted Draft miss, that whiff. And before scoring KO, the lowest power creature. Which is really rough, because Chrism, when it's KO'd, it just reset instead, so... Which block only blocks the next opposing effect. It doesn't stop the field, but even so, Chrism can't be KO'd, so... Big brain plays. Yeah, how do you make up for that 3 power there with Might Special for 1-costers? Yeah, you got what? The Pengost for special. And currently in the pool, I don't believe Might has anything that's a 1-cost ally that has enough. Now, again, strength training in hand, always good. Gotta play something here. It doesn't sound like he has the cards in hand to do it. So at this point, you just gonna have to eat it potentially. Move Chrism to the middle, and then your Glaciafly. Oh, it's still not enough. Yeah, your Glaciafly would win field 3. Chrism in the middle is only 8 power versus the, oh, it's 6. I was thinking 9 in my head. Yeah, move Chrism to the middle field. There you go. And then you win field 2 and 3. All right, there's the strength training I was talking about earlier. So yeah, just move your Chrism over. Yeah. Your 8 power Chrism definitely beats the 6 power Glaciafly in the middle. Oh, he's playing Pingost over there. Interesting. Although, so yeah, during the scoring phase. Okay, so it's the whole scoring phase. Now the thing is high wind fall during the scoring phase. It's not. It doesn't say scoring this field, but normally we don't have them that say that. I should have played Pingost to the middle field. I could have used the inspiration to move the Pingost. Yeah, that's So it's gonna gain the Haunted Glade here. And then the high wind fall. Yeah, it just says the scoring phase, the entire phase, is going to gain that +3 power. So that Glaciafly will go up to a 9. Yeah, if Pingost had just been played to the middle field, he would have won field 2 and 3. It's an odd choice for sure. You don't always see the plays in the moment. All right, so going into round 2 here. Oh man, this is supposed to be a best 2 out of 3, and that was a long round 1. Hopefully they're in the groove now, a little bit more warmed up, and they're ready to go. Oh, we see the Sylph Amulet coming down for JJ, so now he's really locked in. Yeah, they were having a big discussion earlier in the Discord about don't always play Glaciafly to the middle, but I don't know. I just feel like it's an easy one with the Roost. You know your Glaciafly is always going to be safe. But interesting seeing the Chrism on the side, especially when you have Sylph Amulet. You can be really flexible on like where you play your stuff. So seeing Glaciafly going on the side there. There we go. We see Glaciafly going in the middle. Also, I did miss the Gelsene support here. Give a friendly ally block. So pretty powerful support there. Field 2 is inactive. That's okay, because Glaciafly's putting its power on the sides. He's got the Sylph Amulet here to move, which I was saying, like, it's an easy put your Chrism in the middle, and you can go left or right depending on where you need to put your power. I don't know why it's exhausted there. Alright, so they're resolving the Roost now, discarding and drawing. We see a double-edged hit in a Siltsane. I guess there probably won't be a lot of KOing of familiars this round, but the movement is still nice. But seeing the Sylph Amulet there in support, maybe he's just going to be relying on it. He doesn't have a huge hand there, Samuel. We see that strength training triggering for the Terrorchick. Has Guardian and Debut give another friendly creature block. So he's all blocked up on his familiars. That feels pretty good. And has a Guardian to protect them as well. So curious to see how Samuel gets out of there. He only has 4 cards in hand. Is that right? Did he draw for round 2? I'm not sure. I thought he had 5 cards at the end of last round. I could be mistaken, though. I guess he did play a few there at the end. So yeah, no field 2 this round, so no reason to worry about powering that field up. You could just split fields here. If you have any power-up stuff, I would just play the power-up on Chrism, and then you can be flexible with it later. Like, play a strength training, like I said, just to kind of, stall out a little bit to see what your opponent's going to do. Oh my gosh, never mind. We're just seeing a Volt Rock get slammed down here. So throwing out a ton of power and block on something. But he's only got 3 creatures in play, so he's not even going to get the full value here. He's going to give the +4 to Chrism, okay. So you could use the Sylph Amulet to counter the other Chrism. Wow, 3 to Pengost. I guess to match the opponent's Glaciofly, it's a gamble. It's a big gamble for sure. But he can give block with the Gelsene, so like at least the Pengost will be protected. And Tabletopia doing Tabletopia things there. Alright, now the Sylph Amulet. I feel like Chrism to field 1. Yeah. Because now he's set up to win both fields currently. Now, Glaciofly can go to the middle very easily. But, again, the other Glaciofly on the other side to match it. Yeah, JJ's definitely on his back foot. That was a pretty powerful Volt Rock, honestly. So he's got 2 cost. Oh, he's going for the giant growth. On the Glaciofly, I bet. Yeah, and then you move it to the middle. So it's going to be huge. That's going to be 12 power to the sides fields. And it does have speed on that giant growth there. Oh, we see a special attack token coming down. So, getting rid of the block on Chrism. I'm surprised they didn't use it on the Glaciofly there, because Glaciofly wasn't blocked. Unless he's got something else he's going to follow it up with. But he's completely rested on exhausted resources. So how does he follow it up? The Glaciafly is massive, and it's going to be a huge boon there. So that's going to be 14 over here versus the 6 and the 8. So 14, they're actually matched in field 3. And then you kick it over here, and yeah, unfortunately, what is that? 8 plus 8, 16, 20 power over there on field 1 versus, what, 21 power? Oof. Wait, what? That was a strange use of it. He had field 1 locked down. They're both 3 VP fields. And they were tied on field 3, so he was going to win field 1. And he's in the lead. So his opponent would have gotten no VP, and he would have gained VP. Now instead, now they're just splitting fields. Yeah, just, if I was Samuel, I would pass. He's only got 3 cards in hand. He really needs to pass right here and get the bonus card for going first. I think this is his best, like, situation that could have happened there after that giant growth. Oh, Crowd Roar. So he's winning 2 fields. He's going to gain a VP and draw a card. And it has speed. So he's keeping the currently the initiative. So he could pass here and still be in an okay position. Yeah, I mean, he's rocking that field 1. Fortunately, not much you can do about field 3. Like, even if he was to move the Chrism over, like, where would that put him at? Then he loses field 1 just to win field 3? And that'd be wasting his inspiration? Sounds like he's going to pass. So probably debating that Chrism move. And it's 23 power over there. Oh gosh, he's doing it. These players are just like, I don't understand these moves. Both inspiration uses here were baffling to me. Yeah. Such a strange, like, they're still splitting fields, but they were splitting fields before he burned his inspiration, though. That's why I'm just really confused. And he could have passed and drawn that bonus card. This is one of those moments where you definitely want to go back and watch the replay. And yeah, I hope you do, guys. I hope you do, because completely baffling. Like I said before we even started, the decisions made sometimes are not what I expect. Like Randy and I even had that discussion the other day. It was just like, you watch these players play these games, and then they will never do what you expect them to do. Like the clear, obvious lines of play. Nope. We see a take flight here from JJ. So support, if you exhaust this to play a tamer card, you may move or deploy a friendly familiar. I don't think that deploying a friendly familiar... Literally the judge is talking about wanting to go back and watch my commentary. So, yep, that's, yeah, we're pretty on point. He probably understands my rage bait here. Oh, another take flight on their side. Man, look at the supports. I never have quite that level of luck whenever I'm playing when it comes to supports. That's crazy, and they're almost the same. So Gelsene versus strength training is the only difference. All right. So first Glaciofly reset the Pengost. Second one resetting the Terrachik. So Jay Johnny really has this pattern locked down here on what he likes to do. Now we have seen Field 2 come up in the Judge's deck, so that card cannot be hit again. The only other way to hit it is whether the player of initiative gets to choose or the highest VP field comes up. Speed it up. So the least VP here, and it's an even one on this one. So choosing to shut down Field 3, which makes sense. He's definitely losing that one. The Stealth Amulet could very easily slide the Chrism over if he wanted to. I don't know why he wouldn't. And then so the even will trigger the debuts here, which again, like I was saying, for the most part, wasn't going to matter too much in this match. The only time it comes up is like Glaciofly, if like other allies have been being played there. Wow, that's that Pengost that came back. There's so many Pengosts played this round. It's crazy. And it does have speed here, so he's gonna still be on the play. So let's see, what plays do we expect here? I honestly don't see them moving either familiar. Like both familiars are like where they need to be basically for them to win their fields. The only thing though is Samuel is behind, right? So he needs to make some big plays. So he might move his Chrism over to try to win both fields. Oh my gosh, we're seeing the bounce orb again and again on the Pengost. So he's going to give he's going to give power to the Glaciofly. And then he's going to use the strength training to give it an additional +1. Alright, so he's going to kick it over to Samuel. What has Samuel got in store for us here? Very curious to see what's going to happen. That his Glaciofly is just slightly over, so Samuel could play an ally very easily to that middle field and then slide the Chrism over, and then he's winning both fields. Alright, what do we got here? Samuel is definitely taking his time. Again, only 4 cards. He's got to make these plays count big time. Okay. On the Terrachik here. Unfortunately, can't do it to the Glaciofly. That's real unfortunate, because then they would be tied again. But he will get a draw. He gets that cycle out of the deck. So now a fresh card in hand will be... now he's got to debate all over again what he's going to do. Like, if he could move the Chrism with the take flight here and then use the Stealth Amulet move on the Pengost to the middle, like, that would be That would be really good. And that's not even counting what he's actually playing off of using those resources. I'm just talking about moving the stuff in play to win fields. Getting to actually play new cards is just icing on the cake. He's got to play something here. They are just joking it up over there in the chat. Oh, strength training on Glacialfly. Nice. So now his Glacialfly is beating out the other one. Solid. And he hasn't even used any resources yet. That's pretty good. Alright, so slide back over to JJ. He's got 9 cards in his grip right now. That is wild. Alright. Oh, there we go. Absolutely brutal. Brutal. And I talked about that at the beginning when he discarded it. That's just, oof. I thought he was going to, like, definitely be upset about not having it, but it seems like he drew into another one. And that's so crazy because that is such a hard, crazy reset on his situation now. And he gets to seek 3 off of it because he also reset his own Terrorchick that just got special attacked. Oof. And then choosing not to use the Take Flight. Makes sense, because he's in a fantastic position right now. This is one of those moments where, like, waiting to make your play is kind of bad, because if he had moved those other, the Pengos out of there, it would have kept its power. If he had moved the Chrism, like, they would all be in a much better position if he had used the supports already. But you never know. Sometimes you want to save them because you want to react. It's definitely a pitfall I've come into before. Not using your speed cards when playing against a ferocity player, and then they just slam down the judge's decree. Yeah. Alright, Gelsene being used here. Pengos getting that block back. Yeah, just missed out on, unfortunately. Yeah, again, if he had played the Tortu first, he could have given the block to the Pengos before the reset spell. He's still in a bit of a bind here. He can still move the Chrism over, but he needs a little bit more power there. Special attack on the Tortu, so loses the block. Again, and then immediately draws another card. Okay, now he's drawing into all those special attacks. We're seeing that Sylph Amulet used here. I don't expect it to be triggered, except for maybe the Terrorchick. Oh, no, he's using it for double-edged hit. Okay. So, with KO a friendly ally to KO an ally with negative power. So, KO the Terrorchick to KO the Tortu? Oh, no, he's going to move a... moving a friendly ally to give an opposing ally -2 in their field. So Sylph Amulet to move the Terrorchick back. Yeah. You definitely probably want to keep that Glacialfly protected. Alright, so he's all tapped out there. So besides more special attack tokens... So moves Chrism over. His Samuel's Chrism beats JJ's Chrism. Glaciafly, unfortunately, with only 2 power from the Tortu, is still not beating out that 9 power Glaciafly, which will actually turn into a 12 because of the falls. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, right now, yes, he's winning the higher field of the two, but you're really hoping for some big plays right now to make up for that lost ground earlier. 7 versus 10 here. So he could wait it out, wait another round to make his move, and just use this opportunity to build up for future turns. Samuel only has 2 cards in hand. Ouch, golly. I still feel like he missed out on a draw on it after that round 1, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Doing some quick math here to add up values. Yeah, I think you just make a play to get ready for next round. Make your move next round to make up for that lost value. All right, we're gonna see some plays here. It's a 50-50 choice on cards to play, so it's not like he has a ton of options. Unfortunately, playing the Gelsene here. So again, setting up potentially just a little bit extra power for a future turn. Ongoing, when you play another spirit card, you may reset a creature in this field. Not using the supports here. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, if he had played the Gelsene here and then moved the Pengost over, that would have been 6 power. Oh no, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to move the Chrism though, because he wouldn't be able to trigger over to take flight. All right, so JJ is going to pass here and keep the initiative token. And Samuel's going to pass. I'm down to 1 card in hand. Just, oof. So Chrism will get reset when it gets KO'd, but it doesn't actually leave. Alright, and then so Samuel will score the Roost here. So it does help a little bit here. So 13 to 11. It's still close. The only issue is JJ has 8 cards in hand. He does need a discard. JJ, you had 8 cards in hand. Yeah, just a massive grip there. 10 cards now versus Samuel's 3. Oof. Why did Gelsene move? Did I miss something? I know he moved the Pengost with a Sylph Amulet. Did he decide to play the Gelsene to the middle field instead? The only issue now, he's going to probably play that Chrism to the middle field. Not Chrism, Glaciafly. So still waiting on resources. Oh my gosh, another Take Flight. He's got to flip something face down. Okay, changing it. Yeah, you can only have 3 supports face up at a time. So. Alright, and then we got a face down over from Samuel. Only 2 cards in hand. 5 resources is great, but unless it's a 3 cost and a 2 cost, you're going to have some lost value here. Alright, so we see Glaciafly in the middle. He's going to target the Pengost. Lose that block yet again on the poor Pengost. Alright, and I expect the Glaciafly to go middle here. Man, that's tough though. That Glaciafly is so weak by comparison. He could reset the Tortu with it. But I feel like getting Chrism to that middle field to be able to go left or right with it with the Sylph Amulet. Yep, he's going to reset the Tortu. He does have to take flight. You can completely like skip fields with like he could go from field 1 to field 3 with Chrism with take flight. Again, that's assuming out of those 2 cards in hand, 1 is a tamer card. So what do you do here with your Chrism? That Glaciafly in the middle, field 1 and field 1 is really hard to win. I mean, he could gamble it and just assume it's going to be field 1 that gets turned off. That's a big gamble, though. I feel like you want to go Chrism for Chrism. But it's a gamble, though. Oh, not going to matter, though. Your call. Player for initiative chooses which field is inactive this round. So, yeah, he's going to put it on the middle. He has no power there. And all of Samuel's power, dang near, is... Oof. Yeah, Samuel has to figure out a way to win both these fields. Alright, and then, yeah, they're triggering the debuts here. Everyone's already reset, basically, back down. All the allies are, at least. Yeah, I don't... What could Samuel do with 2 cards in hand in this situation? He gets split fields again, but he's behind. So... That's what I'm saying. Chrism for Chrism, and then you just have to make up for the Glaciafly's power in field 3. In the middle field? That's a weird choice. I mean, field 1 is going to get KO'd. I guess that makes sense. But I feel like... I don't know, maybe the falls? Yeah, just... That's a weird play. I don't understand the point. Why the... And use the take flight instead? Like, he's not going to get any value there. He could have used the strength training. He could have used the blank one, right? If he didn't want to waste any supports yet. You can't tell me out of 8 cards in hand he doesn't have not 1 tamer card. There we go. So take flight being played, which we knew he did have. Okay, interesting play. So move a friendly familiar and add 1 card from your discard as a resource. So almost makes it a 1 cost card in a way. What is going on? So using the strength training to boost the Glace of Fly. So Terrachik to the middle. I don't understand. Again, he keeps moving stuff to the middle. Why does he keep moving all this stuff to an inactive field? I guess the Terrachik makes a little sense. He's putting a lot of faith in that Glaciofly. He needs to protect it. But the Pangos, though, that's still an odd one. Special attack on the Chrism. Removes the block. Hits it again. I would have been hitting the Glaciofly myself, putting it down to 1. It would have been down to 0. I don't know. It's like this should be the final round, so. Because, I mean, the Glaciofly would reset if it had the negative power, but that's assuming there's another round after this, which this should be round 4. He's still got speed. He's got 3 resources. He's got 18 power in field 3 and 10 in field 1. Alright, we see the strength training there. Goodness, it just keeps getting more and more out of hand. That's 12 power now. So 20 power in field 3 versus his opponent's 13. Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 cards. He has a lot of resources. He can move stuff around. Yeah, just that opponent's Glaciofly, like that is just so brutal. It's got +9 power. Yeah, behind that Terrachik too, and it's rough because Might Special doesn't have like a ton of ways to handle like familiars. Again, this is best 2 out of 3, so there will be another match after this. All right, he's got to play something. Okay, Sparkwill. I mean, at least I'll get you. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different card. That could be huge though. Losing 2 VP. What is it gonna be? Yeah, so choose an opponent. They discard a random card from their hand. If it's wild, your opponent loses 2 VP. If not, give a creature give the creature in this field -3 power. Oh, it ends up being a tame apparently. Enchantress. Oh, that could have been huge. Losing 2 would have brought him. Oh, sorry, 11. So it would have made it a tied game. So if they split fields, we actually wouldn't have gone into another round. Still has some supports to resolve here. I don't know if I would have used the Sylph Amulet yet. So he has to move something somewhere. I mean, I guess you can move one of those guys. What do you do? Like, you can't stand up to your opponent's 12 power Glaciafly. There's just... You can't put anything in field 1, it's going to get KO'd. Like, he could put his Chrism over there, but the Chrism will just reset and have 8 power. Have +3 from the Glaciafly. It'll be 11, but the opposing Glaciafly is still putting 12 power over there in the Haunted Glade. His 1 card left in hand. So he moves the Pengost over. Oh, that's a weird choice. Giant Growth on Glace. They have +6 power, but he's already at 9. He's only going to go up to for an additional 1. So, yeah, he's only going to go to 13, so. JJ was not aware of Giant Growth not overriding the plus power. That was a weird choice. Yeah, really putting. I mean, God, could you imagine if it had? It would have been 18 power Glaciafly, putting basically 36 power by himself on the board. That's absurd. That would be terrible. Like, he should still have this on lock, but all right, Samuel's last card in hand here. Oh no, Giant Growth with speed, so oh wow, Crowd Roar. Dang. Oh gosh, another Crowd Roar, more VP. Oh yeah. It was on lock before, but it's really there now. Foxtail, golly, that's late. Oh wow, JJ's hand has just disappeared. And then he passes. Samuel's last card. Yeah, so at best you split fields here and move on to game 2. Oh gosh. 4 Crowd Roars. He drew another card at least. Because he is winning 2 fields. I don't know what he drew into, but no Giant Growth. Yeah, I mean, so draws 2 off of. Maybe he just draws into a strength training. I don't know. And Pengost still dies. Plays a mirror image. Yeah, it's just not much you can do in this situation. Yep, passes as well. So there goes Pengost. Mirror image to replace him. And so yep. 9 versus 13. And then Yeah, Chrism gets +3, so he's a pretty big guy. So 15 to 18 there. There was a couple moments where I think Samuel could have made some big plays, but yeah, he was just so behind in card advantage that whole game. It was really, really difficult to keep up. All right, so now they get to reset. Let's see if I can get it. Man, I had it so perfect. All right, that will be as good as we can do here. So resetting everything here. It is kind of interesting because something could happen with that judges deck, and like the fields could be drastically different. Who has initiative going first? Like Samuel is doing his sideboard at the moment. So anyone that needs to take a quick potty break or anything like that, now's a good time. If you want to stay live. So after seeing both decks, do we? How do we think the next round's gonna go? Both decks are pretty similar. It's still pretty difficult. We did see the Gelsonase on Samuel's side. Maybe he actually hits his Enchanted Draft this time and doesn't completely whiff. That would be good. I would definitely try to Enchanted Draft before we see the Moonlight Auras and the Pengost and the Enchantress. Because, yeah, missing that Enchanted Draft hurts so bad. And he's got to keep his Glaciofly protected. Because you know that JJ is running Reset Spell, and that's super, super scary when you're running a Glaciofly deck that's relying on the Might cards to power it up. So, protecting yourself against the Reset Spell is pretty important. Looks like Samuel's still sideboarding. He's got one card left he's got to pull out. So curious of what the decks are. Like, what's in the sideboards? Jay Johnny says he didn't even know what was in his sideboard when the game started. He's like, do I need a sideboard? I don't even know what's there. Alright. Looks like Samuel's down to 30 cards. So should be ready to resolve his mulligan. Hopefully. Lots of big hesitation here. I mean, we are in the semifinals here. There's a decent amount riding on this. Oh, no. Drop the whole stack before a card was there. Rookie mistake. Yeah, just going to draw all the cards. Or put them all in his hand. Try this again. That's so weird. I've never seen anyone only select a few cards in their hand. Tabletopia like just makes things so much slower. There we go. Alright, Samuel needs to resolve his mulligan. Alright, not mulliganing. So now we go to tiebreaker and see what we're doing. Alright, here we go. Alright, what do we got here? So we got a 2 versus a 7. So Samuel gets to choose. Alright, so he's going to put the falls. Yeah, kicking the falls entirely, and then going to put the plateau in reserve. So yeah, he's going to have initiative this time. So all right, so now we go to resource. What are we going to see the mirror match of resources again? Sylph Amulet. You just slam down that Sylph Amulet. Oh, called it. Oh, strength training again from Jade Johnny there. It's it's a choice. It's not a bad choice. With Glaciafly over the course of a 4-round game. As a Kindolf player, though, strength training in hand, never resourced at all. I like my extra draw and extra power. Crazy strong zero coster. When paired with Kindolf specifically. Alright, Chrism to the middle. And once again, Jay Johnny sticking to his guns there. Chrism in Haunted Glade. Yeah, I mean, you can't get it knocked out. It makes sense. Glaciafly to the middle here. Makes sense. Classic plays. Classic plays. And yeah, Jay Johnny going Glaciafly into the Crag. Knowing that he can't play anything there. Oh, we got to switch it up. No field is inactive. Alright, so swapping Haunted Glade out for Windy Plateau. So now his little shenanigans there of Chrism just maintaining for the whole game actually has to work for it now, potentially. Alright, so what do we see here? Resolving Roost. So discarding and drawing. What are they going to discard here? This can be pretty rough, depending. Oh, gets rid of the Terrachik. Oof. Take flight. Discarded a Terrachik. After getting hit with that reset spell, that's crazy. I would never get rid of Terrachik after I got hit with a reset spell on my huge Glaciafly. I cannot imagine what his hand could be. Unless he has another Terrachik, I guess. Oh gosh, here we go. Reset spell. Oh, ooh, Crowd Roar when you got 2 fields on lock. Feels pretty good. Gonna gain 1 VP and draw a card. Oh gosh, here comes the Moonlight Aura. That's oof. Man, I hope I hope Samuel wasn't sitting on an enchanted draft again, because that would be pretty rough right now. Well, maybe not. There's only one so far. What was so rough earlier was two Moonlight Auras and a Pengost. The Pengost got bounced to the hand two different times as well, so he kept playing it back out. It was a ton of special attacks. All right. Samuel is winning two fields, though, during scoring at least. And J. Johnny has no way of putting anything in field 3. Well, besides his inspiration, at least. But he's not going to want to give up field 1. All right, now he's going to go... Oh, there's a Pengost now. Yeah, now it's getting out of hand. Enchanted Draft looking worse and worse by the moment. Yeah, there's Glace Flies getting power. So 7 in the middle. Oh, all right. That is 10 now in the middle. So now he is losing field 2 during scoring. All right, Samuel, what do you got for us here? You play something to field 1. Move Chrism over to field 1? Because you're losing field 2 right now. It's hard to make up for it. I mean, I guess you could. It wouldn't take too much, but... Come on, Samuel. What you got for us? I'm just so... There's a lot of different things that he could do in this moment. Giant Growth's pretty good. On Glacial Fly, yeah. Draw 2. Playing with speed. And there's no resources to use there. I think I would use the Sylph Amulet for the Chrism. Okay, I guess he's not going to do it. And maybe he's not thinking about it. Kind of overlooked it, maybe. Because he's not winning field 2 no matter what. So I would have moved my Chrism to counter the other Chrism at least. I mean, his opponent is... He is out of resources there. Flipping Inspiration, probably not going to do much here, except for... I don't know. You can move your Chrism over to field 3 and win that one. So then you win field 2 and win field 3. Because you're losing field 1, so no point keeping it there. So preventing your opponent from winning field 3, 4 VP, and you win it instead, that's an 8 VP swing right there if he flips his Inspiration. Alright, strength training here. So they're tied now. That's why I'm saying he should have moved his... Samuel should have moved his Chrism over. Yeah, you should have used the Sylph Amulet on the Chrism. Unfortunate. So they each get 4 VP here. Now JJ is in the lead by 1 because of that crowd roar, though. So Samuel does keep initiative here, though. So he's going to have a much nicer grip. Oh, now they're doing debates. Debating in the middle of a tournament, I don't think is too great. Like it really slows down the process, especially when like you, the listeners, can't hear what they're saying. So you kind of miss out on the debate there. Samuel here trying to keep the game flowing and cutting off the other two from talking. Good on you, Samuel. Throwing down a face down for his resource. Oh, another face down. Okay, I expected a Sylph Amulet there. Alright, so what do we see? Just keep. I mean, yeah, you just keep doing what you're doing. Yep. Chrism goes to the field 2. Yeah, that makes sense there. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting change of events. Alright, so. Yeah, now that Glade is gone, like, I guess putting Glaciafly in middle, especially Windy Plateau, because it's such a powerful one, big score. But it doesn't matter because it's inactive, and that is an even. So they're going to be triggering debuts of familiars. Nothing going to happen there. But, oof. That's, yeah, that's pretty rough for Jay Johnny there. Now, the thing is, though, what happens with this Crag? Because is one of them going to drop a 3-coster there? Or are they going to just keep juicing up their Glaciaflies? Alright, here comes the Enchanted Draft. Hopefully it's not too late. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Almost exactly the same as last time. So rough. Only one special attack this time, but still. Just. Gosh. Ooh, use the Sylph Amulet already. I feel like he should have waited, played an ally, and used the amulet to move the Chrism. You know, going for split fields again, it looks like. So, pretty non-commit. I mean, I wouldn't say non-committal, but it's pretty chill play. And we see the Terror Chick come down. Yeah, got to resolve in order. Terror Chick goes first, debut, then supports and ongoings. So strength training will give that +1 to Glaciafly. All right, back over to Samuel here. Looks like Samuel's just kind of playing it slow, waiting to make a big move. That's what I'm going to tell myself at least. Currently, JJ has, what, 7 power there? You only have 2 resources? I don't think there's a play to win field 2 with only 2 resources versus that 7 power when you're at 0. Like an airing wouldn't be that bad to get rid of that Terror Chick. Gonna Terror Chick himself. Which, yeah, at least get yourself set up with a Terror Chick for later rounds. Prevent that terrible reset spell from just ruining your day. All right, back over to JJ here. What do you do in this situation? Your field 2 is full. It's completely full. Okay, he's gonna flip the inspiration, move the Chrism there. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, one left there. He could move his own, flip his own inspiration to move his Chrism to field 2. That would be a play. Okay, going for an Ignition. I think I would play Ignition in field 1. You're really clogging up your middle field there. All right. So where does that put us at now? 6, 14, 15 versus... Oh gosh, Foxtail Necklace there. No, he still got it. Still winning that crag. Oh, he's gonna pass. All right. Yeah, I think Samuel, you flip your inspiration and split fields. At least that you don't want him to win both. You're better off splitting fields than letting him win both. Again, that's an 8-point swing in your favor, potentially. Blocking 4, gaining 4 for yourself. Inspiration to move the Chrism to the middle field. Please. Please. Unless you have a way to win field 3. Again, Enchanted Giraffe keeps missing. Good strength training to tie. He might be debating moving one of his allies over to field 3, but then that only ties. And JJ still wins field 2. So better off inspiration. Yes, please. The hand is hovering. It's hovering. Move it to field 2. You can do it. I believe you. I believe in you. You can do it. Almost there. Whew, man. Breathe a sigh of relief, fans. That is the play. No, it had the Valentina as well, so gains a Veep. All right, tied game. So we've both seen the crowd roar for an extra bonus VP, and they split fields yet again. Whew. He still has a pretty good grip. Oh, he drew too many cards. All right, Judge is resolving the play here. Gelsene was the last card he drew. And shuffling it back into the deck. How did he stick? He stuck 2 cards in there? Man, Tabletopia sometimes is just the worst. Oof. And apparently the second card that went into the deck was a good card that he really wanted to play. And he lost it. Well, that's what happens when you draw too many cards, when you don't have initiative. We do see the Self Amulet, though, coming down for JJ. Alright. Chrism into Crag. I think you play... yeah, field 1's going to be active this round. You absolutely play Chrism to field 1. We've already seen it turned off. Okay, well, never mind. Oh, Yeah. There you go. Plateau. Unless its highest is turned off, right? But who knows? Well, what do we see here? Yeah, switch it up was the first one. Ooh, Glaciafly to field 1. It's a odd choice. Who really wants to win that field 2, I guess. Can be really scary, though, because there's no Terrorchick to protect his Glaciafly. Alright. Oh, speed it up? Nice. So the opposite one here. Rooster Crag turned off. Oh, he's turning the Crag off, even though he's winning. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Alright, so what do we see happening here? I mean, they're splitting fields again, but one's in a 5 and one's a 4. Alright. Using the strength training and the self amulet. Oh, okay. So KOing the Terrorchick on the airing. We haven't actually seen airing played yet. I was calling it earlier, but yeah, KO a creature in this field with equal or less power than airing to give it +1. And +1 on the Glaciafly, and it's still. That's not how that works. Yeah, that's why I was really curious because he filled up that middle field. Now he can't move the Chrism out. You should move your Terrorchick over to protect that Glaciafly. That's what he should do. Yep, there it is. Now, unfortunately, he's burned his inspiration. He does have, what, Take Flight in his deck, so he could still move the Chrism. I mean, I don't know if he needs to, because he is winning field 2 currently. Oh, he sees Valentina. So, yeah. Is he? 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he is. Winning 2 fields currently, so he gains the VP and he draws the card. Which he needs that card draw, because he's in a rough situation. Alright, we see the Bounce Orb. He's going to do Pengost again? Oh, he's going to go on Ignition. Okay, so gains a VP and seeks 2. With his hand resources being so low, gaining an extra card in hand right now is definitely a good situation. I mean, and you get to play the Ignition again, which is going to be essentially the equivalent of that 2 power anyway that he would have gained for the Wild. So, yeah, gaining a VP and getting an extra card in hand, bouncing a card that's going to give you the same amount of power anyway. And then he gets the KO the Ignition here. So, that was a pretty good use of Bounce Orb. Pretty good Bounce Orb. Alright. Alright. Chrism still got that field 1 lockdown, though, with the support of Glaciafly. Alright. Samuel still has all of his resources available. Like, he's just been doing so much stuff. Or JJ's been doing so much stuff, I should say. And it hasn't actually changed the game state. Like, at least for scoring. Oh, Tortu. Alright. There we go. Alright. Not a bad play there. Pretty simple. Yep. There's that reset spell we were worried about. And then seek 1, because only one actually lost a plus or minus power. Yeah, really missing that Terror Chick now. Because yeah, that's a huge like swing for like especially for future rounds and things like that. So two resources to one resource. Inspirations have been spent. Well, he's got a card. Oh, debating. Pengost. I almost feel like you use the Sylph Amulet to move the Tortu to field 3, just for future rounds. Having that bonus 5 power there. Oh, Crowd Roar, okay. Yeah, he's winning 2 fields himself because of all the craziness. So keeping the game close. Yeah, big debate here of like, what do you do? He's only got one resource, so you don't have to worry about a giant growth or anything like that. Yeah, I still feel like you move the Tortu. Like, I mean, you could move it to field 1 just to help shore it up. But I feel like you've got field 1. He only has one resource left. He's probably just going to play Ignition again. He has 4 cards in hand. You know one of them is Ignition. Or you just pass and gain the initiative for the next round. You're down to 4 cards in hand. It'll put you up to 7. Oh. The Tortu? That's crazy. For Tame to gain the VP and Seek? That's wild. I've never seen anyone bounce orb anything other than a 1. Than a 1 coster. And it just to play the Tortu again later, like, oh, and now you can't use the amulet to move the Tortu. I can't believe he didn't do the Pengost. I guess he really wanted that Seek. I was gonna KO the Airing here. All right. Yep. So yeah, the last part there, in case anyone's wondering, then KO an ally in their field with equal or less power and return that your ally to the hand. I guess that's what he wanted there. I still feel like the Pengost, you could have removed the Terror Chick, opened up that Glaciafly to a reset spell for future. Move the Pengost to the middle. Oh, gosh. Playing the Sylph Amulet there. Plays the Airing back out. Airing's gonna KO again. Pengost there. KO, play a 1 mirror image token in the field Pengost was in. The mirror image is actually probably more helpful right now in that field than the Pengost was. So, mainly if he can power up his Glaciafly again. Man, pretty close. 1 point difference. Might see around 3. We're not sure. Currently, though, JJ's in a better position. Both his familiars are way more powered up. He has more creatures in the on fields for more power. Could reset the airing with the Glace of Fly, but like it's not overly powerful. Losing the block. We've seen field 1 turned off. We've seen speed it up used. We've seen the swap. Yeah, I mean, slow it down could still come up and turn off field 1, but I feel like you really need to win that. But you have Sylph Amulet to be flexible. Oh, he put down a Gelson. He could get blocked to that mirror image. That'd be pretty funny. Man, this Judge's card could be huge right now. It could go either way, depending on where stuff is. Yep. I don't even know. Do you play Glace of Fly to field 2 here? Because I feel like Chrism's going to go to field 3. Yeah, I mean, your Glace of Fly just cannot stand up to your opponent's Glace of Fly right now. Alright, let's see what the flop is. Where are we playing this round? Slow it down. There it is. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, so literally only thing Sam has to do here is split fields, and he'll win by 1 point. So you got to move the Chrism over into field 2. He really should move his Glace of Fly to like field 3 or field 1, just to add that power there, but he doesn't really have a method to move it. Give block to your mirror image to keep your stuff protected. Yeah, and just like turtle in on field 2 and win the game. I think we've seen all the Crowd Roars played. Enchanted Draft. Oh gosh. Yeah, using the Gelson Ace, so he's going to give the mirror image block. Alright. Okay. Oh man, still rough. He at least gets 1 power this time. The VP would have been nice, though. He did get rid of that reset spell, though. Gives it to the Glace of Fly. I mean, JJ does have a Sylph Amulet of his own. I mean, moving Chrism to field 2, you can't get any more power there than that. Does he even have any 3-costers in his deck to play in field 3? Oh, he's going for the Enchantress. Okay. That's a lot of power, too. That's 6. Not as much as a Chrism, but more special attack tokens. Now, what do you do with that Sylph Amulet? You're going to move the Enchantress over to field 3? I mean, you're already winning field 3 by a mile. Alright, Samuel, what do you got for us? You got to get that Chrism over there, buddy. He has spent his Sylph Amulet So you don't have to worry about that counterplay necessarily. I don't know if we've seen all the take flights played yet or not. But yeah, Samuel could take it right here. Just get that Chrism over. He still has 4 resources. Like, he could still do plenty with that too. Big debates. Oh, I bet he's got a Volt Rock in hand. I would put money on that. Which actually Volt Rock would be pretty good. Playing any nice and into field 2 though. I think he gained too much on the Glacial Fly. He did. He gained too much. Glacial Fly gained too much power. It says 3. He was at 1. He was at 1. I was just watching it on stream. He was at 1. All right, there we go. Game state fixed. Alright, he did use the Self Amulet to move the Chrism over. That's huge. Still need Glacial Fly, I feel like in field 3, just to kind of like really shore it up there. There's still that open slot. That Glacial Fly's got 6. The Pengost is 3, so that's 9. He's still winning field 2, but not by a lot. Again, I don't know if I would have played that Ignice into field 2 to take that slot. I feel like there could have definitely been a higher power creature to go there. Tor 2. I mean, we know he has the Tor 2 in hand. Yeah, 13 and 9 in field 2. I don't know if Samuel sees that he could win it right here. JJ only has 3 cards in hand. He doesn't have a lot to work with. Oh, take flight. Ooh, is he gonna move the Chrism? Oh, no. Okay, interesting choice. Alright, he's going to place a take flight with that take flight. So. Ooh. And that Enchantress is now 7, so that's 10. Plus that 8 from the Glacial Fly, because it just went up because of strength training. There's 18 power in that field now. So now he's winning both. Again, Ignice in there is just kind of questionable. Oh, dang. That was an odd choice. Yeah, yeah. You just that was a weird choice. He just threw the game. Yeah, because he has no power in field three now. So this Glacial Fly just wins field three. Oh, he's gonna concede. Yeah. Oof. Oh, he's so upset with himself. Oh, JJ. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was such a weird, like flip flop. Oh, dang. That was. All right. Game three. Game three. Oof. Now, 2.5 hours? Oh, no. Hour 50. Yeah, these games are really long. Yeah, the joking and stuff like that. Unfortunately, when you're playing a best of three with players that don't play super fast, like, it just makes it take so much longer. We're going to sideboard again here. Looks like Samuel's having some technical difficulties. He got booted. Golly, a game three. Oof. I mean, they've got each other figured out at this point. Like, they know what each other's capable of. They should be plenty warmed up with their deck for today. That oh, he's still having issues. Yeah, that judge's deck is also a huge factor. All right, hopefully he's got it resolved now. The judge's deck has been so pivotal for this because neither of them really have a ton of draw. Like Jay Johnny has a lot of cycle with like all those special attack tokens and the Moonlight Auras and things. Oh, resolving side deck. Oh, don't do that. Oh no, don't put one card down. Oh, okay. Oh, Judge caught it. Yeah, you want to put one card down first when doing Tabletopia. If you select all 30 and try to put them down, it'll just like spread them all out across the whole board. So you got to put one card down first to know where the stack, so it knows where to go. All right, JJ's resolving his mulligan. It's like Samuel's still doing his sideboard. All right. Now putting... Please don't do it one card at a time. Select all. Put them down. Yeah, Tabletopia is a bit of a learning curve. If you don't use it regularly, it's very similar to Tabletop Simulator, but there's a couple nuances that are different that can make it a little bit annoying. Alright, JJ is mulliganing. Poker Face says apparently the mulligan was for the better. Alright, now Samuel needs to resolve his mulligan. Nice shuffle to it. Draw 7. Whoa. My eyes just like glitched out on me. Been staring at the screen too long. Well, he is going to go for the mulligan here. Oh, he's doing one card at a time. Oh, you're killing me. Right click, select all. Put the whole hand back in there. Alright, drawing 7 here. Now, let's see. Alright, what do we got here? Who's got what? We got a 6 versus a 5. Oh, JJ gets to choose this time. So Samuel's going to put Plateau out of the game entirely. And then we see, yeah, JJ really likes his Glade with his Chrism combo. The Crag is a really difficult one to play. Like, if you're not really comfortable with how your strategies work, like with Glaciifly and things like that, like, I don't know. Especially when your opponent has Glaciifly also, like, you really lose the value. Golly, these guys are crazy with these drops. So, Strength Training again with J. Johnny, and Self Amulet again with Samuel. And you just stick with your classic combos. Yeah. Oh, changing it up. I mean, it's 4 versus 4. Yeah. That's what I would do. You will need a game block on that. Alright, what do we got? Oh. Yep. So he gets the turn off field too. Alright, odd. They will be discarding and drawing. Discarding and airing, that makes sense. I don't know. Airing is really good for getting rid of that the Terror Chicks though, because they don't have a lot of removal. So like airing is really good for getting rid of those Terror Chicks. Oh, discarding Picard. That's what he did in the first game as well. Oh, we've seen the early game Foxtail Necklace. Always liked when that happens. And then Strength Training, Pengost in field 1. Ooh, nice play. Because when it gets KO'd, the mirror image will replace it, so he'll still have a creature there. And strength training on Chrism. Interesting. Oh, I kind of like that. Just so your Chrism will always beat out your opponent's Chrism. Oh, and we see the Terror Chick. There we go. Early Terror Chick. Ooh, that's a pretty good opening for J. Johnny. He did spend all of his resources to do it, but... It would be funny if Samuel played a Pengost. Ooh, strength training on Glaciafly, though, will do it. Yeah, that'll win you the field. Alright, and if Sylph Amulet moves the Chrism over to field 3, that is money. Oh, J. Johnny passes. Oh my gosh. Samuel just moved Chrism over to field 3 and he takes both fields. Yeah. Oh, and he sees it too. Oh, wow. I don't know if Samuel sees it though. Samuel keeps missing a lot of these like overarching, like really powerful plays because he gets really zoned in on like certain things, on doing certain things, and he doesn't see the bigger picture. I've noticed that throughout the games. But yeah, just move Chrism to field 3 with that Sylph Amulet. Ignition. So they get +1. Alright. Do we see it? Does he see the play? We'll see it. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Good job, Samuel. Yeah. That's huge. I mean, he could literally pass right here and be fine. Although, if I had a Terror Chick, I'd probably slam that Terror Chick down in that middle field. You've been hit with a reset spell every game on your poor Glaciafly that I really think a Terror Chick right now. Oh, that's a weird choice. And not using the debut. That's a weird choice. Almost. I don't know. I was going to say maybe play the Siltsune in field 1, but. He was making good plays, and then that Siltsune came out of nowhere and was kind of odd. And he filled up field 2 again. That field 2 just keeps getting full and full. Fuller and fuller. Alright. What are we going to see here? Oh my god, another strength training. Take flight. We've seen a lot of difference. Like, Samuel really leaning into a lot of that movement. Again, though, oof. I'm so scared for that Glaciafly. It's happened every single game. That I really expect it to just get hit again with a reset spell. Chrism and Crag again. And you just put your Chrism in the middle field. Worked pretty well last time. Again, the Sylph Amulet, you can slide it over to field 1 or field 3, whatever, comes up in the situation. Or field two's active, then you're in a good spot. All right, well. Oh, your call. So, Jay Johnny gets to choose which field is inactive. Yeah, I would do Crag. Because you're getting smoked in Crag. And I don't think he has any 3-costers. Okay. And he's got no... Wow. No Self Amulet to move his Chrism out of there? Well, he does have to take flight. We know this. Oh my gosh, doing the Pingos there. In the glade. That is such an amusing play. So yeah, 6 power versus the 6 power from the other Glaciafly. Yeah, right now they're tying on field 1 during scoring. Ooh, Enchantress. Ooh, 3 special attacks. It's pretty good. And it's 4 power there. So 6. Alright. Oh, he's winning field 1 now as well. So. Alright. So kicking it back over to Samuel. I played some of the field 1. You know that the mirror image is going to die? Okay, Terra Chick is fine. We talked about that earlier. Get the Terra Chick in play. Yeah, that's totally okay. Oh, we're going to see Enchanted Giraffe. Will it come out better? Oh, oof. Gains a VP and 1 power. That's not bad. And then more power on the Glaciify because of the strength training. Oh, they're tied up now, though. We're seeing the mirror match really coming out in the woodworks now. He could use his Self Amulet to move one of those 2 power familiars over to field 3. Or he can do that. He can do that. Yep, that works. That is a 12 power Glaciafly now, sending power to field 1 and 3. Dang. He has a Self Amulet. Again, I would move the Ignite Center at Silton A over to field 1. Just to unclog that field. Or you could even move him over to field 3. So does it take flight? I don't think take flight's needed here. Glaciafly's in a great position. He's protected by the Terra Chick. We saw the Aaron get pitched earlier from Jay Johnny, so he can't even really reliably remove the Terra Chick from play. Might be thinking about passing. Get that. Ask him if he's passed yet. Jay Johnny has not passed. He is going to pass. Okay, yep. I was going to move the Inspiration, at least to snag that that Glade. That would have been really bad if he just lost both fields again. Alright, splitting fields here. But I mean, honestly, Samuel could split fields for the rest of the game and still win, so. This is definitely starting to lean into Samuel's favor here. Both familiars are equal in power. Samuel's field 2 is still really full, though. If field 2 is turned on, he's going to have a heck of a time winning it. Gelsone's nice. Put block on that Terror Chick. Oh, I hear in Jay Johnny's voice, he is getting serious and really thinking about these quick plays. Organizing his field, yeah. You know it's getting serious. Chrism to field 3, because it's the bigger field. Yep, there you go. Yep, you're going to mirror him all the way. Yep. Alright, flip it over. Oh yeah, JJ's not even talking. Field 1's turned off. Field 2's turned on. Again, I mean... even debut effects, they don't do nothing. Yeah, I remember when we were talking about this in the Tamer talk, but like this combo is just kind of meh in the Roost. Like it's a powerful combo, Chrism and Glaciafly. In a nutshell, it's just really powerful. But in the Roost specifically, oh, here we go, Enchanted Draft. Oh, we get VP. 2 VP and both Sylph Amulets. Oh my gosh. Oh, double VP and both Sylph Amulets. All the movement. Ooh, that's a feel bad for JJ. Up to 15 now. Or 13? 13. Wow. That is really, really, really brutal. That's hard to come back from. This is round 3. No power, though, is a little rough, though. If he had gained a single power on one of his familiars, it would at least put him in the lead in field 3. Let's see, and the Sylph Amulet is still in play over on Samuel's side. And he's got the take flight. Well, I don't think you need to use the take flight. You just need to win field 3. There's 2 strength trainings, though. Ooh. Whoa, bounce orb. Okay. So he's going to clear out the other Terror Chick, basically. Yeah. So, and it's tame, so he's going to seek 2, gain a VP. But the big thing is he just killed that Terror Chick and got it off the board. Which means the Glaciafly can get reset. But there's no speed on Bounce Orb, so there is a moment of potential here. Yeah, Sylph Amulet right now from Samuel would be really good. Bring that Terror Chick right back out. Give it block also. Oof. Does he see it, though? Or does he have it? He's got 5 cards in hand. He could just play another Terror Chick as well. And just use Gelsone to give it block. Oh my god, he's got it. Oh my gosh. Oh, you can hear it in Jay Johnny's voice. He's like, oh, because I would put money on he had that reset spell ready to come down. Oh, man. Golly, that was a good play. So Terrachik gives Glaciafly block, and then Gelsene gives block to an ally. The only one left is, well, Ignition or Siltsune there. Oh man, JJ's body is just backed into a corner. Now he's just digging. Oh gosh. 22 special attacks into the deck. Oh god. That would have been a nightmare to reset and fix that. Removing block off the Chrism. Draws a card. Man, it is. It's a bad time. Bad time for him. I mean, he can still. He's got his strength training, so he can still bump up his own Glaciafly and win field 3, but splitting fields is not. He needs to win both. Gains a VP, draws a card. Hey, splitting fields is not enough. Like, I mean, what's he at? He's got Enchantress in field 2. So it's only 5 power, but he's only got 6 power over on Samuel's side. Doesn't take much. There you go. Now he's winning both fields. Yeah. Samuel needs to. Sylph. Oh gosh, Enchanted Drift again. Nothing. 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 Did get rid of that giant growth though, which is pretty huge. I mean, he can still Sylph Amulet and like tie in field 3, I guess. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. 1 power. Not huge, not super huge, but lost his Volt Rock though. That's a bummer. Why did he gain 2 power? Oh yeah, 1 from the support and 1 for the Enchanted Draft. Oh well, now he's winning field. Oh. I don't know. What do you do right now? I think he just loses both fields. He's so dang clogged on field 2, like I've been saying. He can't move his Chrism over there. Okay. It's still Sylph Amulet, I guess. Back the Ignition over to field 3, I guess. Or the Siltsune. Yes. Tying there is at least better than anything else. Although he still has a strength training available. Yeah. Like, that's just. Yeah. That strength training is going to be really, really good right now. What? What? Okay, yeah, you really needed that card draw, I guess. I guess Samuel just removes the block. You don't even get a draw. Use the Sylph Amulet, move something out of that field, then move your Chrism over there with your Inspiration. It's tied now. Okay, back to JJ. Again, he can move his Chrism to field 2 and split fields. 4 and 4 is better than 4 and nothing. Yeah. I don't know if Samuel sees it. He saw the big play earlier, but yeah, if he uses Inspiration to move his Chrism back to field 2, they split again. Oh. Oh, and JJ leaves it open. Use the Inspiration. Oh, he's hovering. Oh, okay. I mean, sure. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's honestly probably a better play. Yeah, good on Samuel. Because it's so hard to get cards into field 3 anyways. And he keeps struggling to beat out the other Chrism and Glaciofly in that field, so nice. That is still rough though. 17 to 10. This is round 4, potentially final round. Samuel just has to basically win one field. Just win, as long as he wins one field, he's good. All right. Yep, checking the field. So a whole lot of stuff could happen here. Everything in play very easily. Switch it up. I would just go. If I was Samuel, I'd put both familiars in the middle. Use the Sylph Amulet to slide left or right again with the Chrism. But I say that every round and they never listen. They never listen to me. All right, Terrorchick lost the block. I mean, you know, you want to go middle. Hey, don't put it over in field 1 where there's no Terrorchick. You will regret that decision so hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so rough. Oh, he's going 2, spinning 2. Giant growth. Oh, there is the second airing with speed. He also gains the strength training. Oh man, that reset spell right now. I would slam that sucker down before he has a chance to do anything. Shadoon? Where did that come from? Wow, well, we haven't seen that all game. So ongoing, when you play an item card, give a friendly creature +1 power. Ooh, that Glaciofly looking real rough over there, though. Okay. Gains a VP and draws a card. Oh, that's really rough. So even if right now if JJ wins both fields, he still loses. So he has to have a VP gaining effect of his own. And he's not winning, 2 fields, so he wouldn't get the draw, but he's only got 3 cards in hand. Samuel only has 2. Golly, I've not been paying attention to their hands this round. Sylph Amulet, move Chrism to the middle, I guess. There's a lot of power in the middle, though. 6 on the Enchantress, 8 from Terror Chick, 4 from the Airing, that's 12. But 8 and 8 makes 16. But again, that's assuming the Glacial doesn't get reset. He's got a lot of resources, but again, only 2. A Volt Rock right now, give your Glacial block. That'd be pretty good. Give the Chrism +4 power. Move it to the middle. Winfield 2. Tortu? What? Why would you go field 1? You're losing real bad in field 1. Man, it's these choices that I'm just like, what is happening? One for reset spell. The further this Glacial goes, like, anything could happen there. Samuel has 1 card left in hand. 1 card. I feel like he has a bounce orb. There it is. I told you he had it. And JJ's keeping cards in his hand. I feel like Samuel has a bounce orb. Yep. It was a pretty good reset spell. I'm surprised it took him so long to play it. Like, you had it. What is this last card in hand? If he could get Chrism and Tortu to the middle. Chrism and Tortu in the middle. Like, what is that last card? You got Take Flight, Sylph Amulet. What is the card? Show us the card! Okay, it is a bounce orb. Tortu. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's tame. You get the VP. You can play it right back out. You seek. You get a card in hand. Okay. Okay, use the Sylph Amulet to move the Tortu to the middle. He also gains another VP. Okay, so he's gonna move the Chrism. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. Yeah, take the Tortu back. Move the Chrism to the middle. I think he has it. He has this. All right. Now, did he forget about his take flight with all this? It's got to be the mirror image. Yep. And then take flight. Move Chrism to the middle. Yep. Oh, okay. That's weird. Goodness. Yeah, I mean, his Glacial Fly's over there, like 9 power. Already beating the. Yeah, Chrism should have gone to the middle. And then played the Tortu back out to the middle. Shadoon triggering. Shadoon triggering off of the Valentina there. I mean, he could still just use the Sylph Amulet to move the Chrism right to the middle. Play the Tortu back out. Still JJ's turn there. He's still 1 VP behind. Like, even with all these, like, weird Samuel plays here. Oh, snap. Weird. Okay. Well, now he's got it tied up. If he wins both fields, that's huge. So now Samuel's blunder could cost him the game potentially, but also we'll have to go to another round. Like I said, man, like you could just hear it in Jay Johnny's voice at one point. He just like locked in. Yeah, that's 10 power over there now to Chrism's little 6. I mean, I guess you drop Tortu in field 1. Yeah, because Shadoon's gonna die, so. Oh, okay. So even the strength training on Glacial Fly won't be enough. Yep. And 14 power in field 1 now. He's got 1 resource left, just a strength training. He did get his sand back up to 4. Samuel definitely did the more difficult. Ooh, that's rough though. Yeah. Move a friendly ally to give an opposing ally -2. So 6. Glaciify, right? Yeah. Nice. That double edge hit was huge. Yeah, 17 with the +1 on the Enchantress. Nothing. And you got. Yeah, you still got another round after this, so. Why did he just move? Oh, he was correcting it. Yeah, he should have never gone for field 1. Like, battling a field that has the Glaciifly's power. All right. So scoring. Yeah, looks like we'll have to see another round. Curious how many cards are left in deck. Oh, apparently they're both like 3 cards left in deck, 3 and 4. All right, we're gonna see a round 5. I mean, this is what you want to see, right? I mean, this is long. Good gravy, this is long. 2.5 hours. 50-50. All fields are live. Chrism does need a reset, though. Explaining the rules for if you're forced to draw for whatever reason, every time that hits, you give the opponent a VP if your deck is empty. And since they're both so low, it's pretty clutch. I think they're both down to 1 card. Man, that's so crazy. What a huge lead that Samuel lost. Golly. One round one across the board and then was splitting fields the whole rest of the game. But then had JJ in that round 4 just did the exact same thing and just won both those fields. That was huge. You can't have 4 supports. Come on now. Makes sense. Does Samuel have 4 supports on y'all screen? Man, a reset spell right now on that Glacial Fly would really be good. I don't even know if Samuel has it though. We haven't seen it all game, I don't think. Man, it is a tight spot. Let's get rid of that negative power off Chrism. Also, Chrism doesn't have negative power anymore. That reset at the end of the round. Everything is in play. Yep, this is pretty... Oh, discard and draw because it's an odd. Oh my gosh. What to discard? Alright, so how are we looking? That Glacial Fly right now is like really crunching those fields. Yeah, I don't know what Samuel does. That Glacial Fly has just gotten too out of control. Unless he has a Sune stick or a reset spell. Enchantress. And they are both out of cards in deck. So any other drawing effects will start giving VP. That includes the end of round draws. Because you draw at the end of the round, not at the beginning. So whoever passes first has to draw an additional card. I don't even know where he moves his stuff around. Looks like he's getting... I feel like move Tortu to the middle, let the Enchantress die from the Glade. But that also assumes that he even has... that JJ doesn't have a card to play there just to eat it. Ooh! Yeah. Choose an opponent. They discard a random card from their hand. If it is wild, your opponent loses 2 VP. If not, give a creature in this field -3 power. Be good on the Glacial Fly. What's it gonna be? Oh, well, Giant Growth is pretty nice. Yeah, lose on the Glacial Fly. It's not bad. What? Give a creature? Yeah. Why would you say hold on? Don't hit the stupid... He might be debating the airing to try to win field 2. but you still got to win a couple fields. Like, you can't just win one. You have to win 2 fields in this round to win. So do you hit the airing or do you hit the Glacial Fly? At least he says it's not Chrism. Yeah, how do you set up a win here? You got 12 power in field 3, but your opponent's got 11 power over there. No way to move his Chrism over there, so you do have that field on lock. So if you hit the airing, then he only has the 10 power on the Chrism. Yeah. I mean, the String Trains would have powered up the Glacial Fly, though, so. Oh, Terrorchick. That's rough. Alright, well, now the Glacial Fly is blocked up, so. Giving it to the Enchantress. The Enchantress still dies. Jay Johnny doesn't want to be too stingy with those strength trainings either. He's only got 2 cards left in hand, so he needs to make sure he spends them. Don't hoard them too long. So he's got 8 power over in field 3 now. He can bump it up to 10. But he's still got that. He just need... Yeah, Samuel needs to find a... He needs to find a way to win this field, too. Samuel's got 2 cards. What could they be? Maybe a Volt Rock? I think we've only seen one of them so far get sent to the discard. So it's the question of, does he run 2? There's a Volt Rock. Move the Tortu over. Get it out of that field. Eight, 11. I mean, he's out of... This is it. Like, he's going all or nothing here. I don't think you can win field 1, so you might as well move that Tortu out of there with the Sylph Amulet. Just write that off and just try to win field 2 and 3. If he has a reset spell, he has a reset spell. Like, I don't know what's in the trash. I can't look, so I can't remember if both of them have been played or discarded. I feel like he played 1 and discarded 1. Yeah, I put it on Sparkle for the 3. Give Chrism the 2, just a little bit more buffer. And then move. Okay. He's choosing the Ignition instead of the Chrism. Yeah, 3 on the sparkle. There you go. Yeah. And then you give block to the Tortu. Use the Sylph Amulet to move the Tortu over. Gelsene to give the this what is this? Sparkle block. Yep, there it is. Nothing with Take Flight. I would not use Take Flight. Everyone's where they need to be right now. And then, yeah, you just go Sylph Amulet to move Tortu over. He needs to stop trying to win these super hard fields. Like, the Enchantress is massive. It is an 8-power ally. You're winning the bigger field right now. If you move him out of there, you're going to lose field 3. Win field 3 and leave fuck or sorry, excuse my language. Oh my gosh. No, just leave Chrism there. Just move the Tortu over. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. Oh, that is so much power there, though. Like an absurd amount of power now, right? I'm not crazy. Am I just misadding up all this? I mean, I guess he's still winning. He might be overthinking it a lot, but that Glaciofly is going to get up to 10 power. And then this Glaciofly, what is that? 13? Yeah. Golly. Well, I'm glad he at least just abandoned field 1 at least. Like, just forget completely about it. If Enchantress dies, so be it. It's unfortunate that there's still the Glaciofly that'll win him the field, but I have no idea what we're waiting on. They have like no cards left in hand. I think it's Jay Johnny's turn. He's debating what to do in this situation. Again, you only need to win 2 fields. If he has movement to move his Chrism over to field 3, that would be really good. Just got a ton of resources. Like, even if they're both 3-costers, he could play them both. But I don't think he runs any. I don't think we've seen any 3-costers from him this game. And when you have all these resources, what do you do? Oh, is he just forfeiting? I guess he doesn't have anything. Oh, Shadoon. Okay, yeah. So going over the end of round procedures, that drawing happens at the end of the round. Yeah, so played the Shadoon. Goes back to Samuel. Should pass here. There's no resources. So Moonlight Aura, put 2 cards into the deck. So when he draws for end of turn, it's less VP given. So yeah, so gains 3 from Haunted Glade, gains 3 from Samuel's inability to draw. So it goes up to 25, but Samuel is going to get 8 VP for winning field 2 and field 3. Yeah. So then he goes up to what, 27? Yep. 3 because he can't draw. 25 to 27. What a game. Oh my gosh. That was a long one. Anyone that's still here from the beginning, I salute you because that was wildly long. I can't. I don't even know if these guys are going to go back and watch this because this is so long. But good luck. Samuel moving on to the finals here. So that's pretty cool. Good job, Samuel. And we'll see who's gonna go to the finals with him next stream. So be on the lookout for that. And